Welcome to Subramani. Do you ever get a feeling that you may have to downgrade your lifestyle in retirement? Let me tell you, it may not be possible. It is possible for a person to move from a 1 BHK or a chawl to a 6 BHK, but coming down from a 6 BHK to coming to a 1 BHK or even a 5 BHK seems to be a big challenge. So don't even think that post retirement you will compromise on the standard of living. So the car brand that you use, the hotels that you use, the equipment that you buy, nothing will come down. Don't even fool yourself into believing that you will be able to downgrade. I know people who once used a BMW, they've gone and bought another BMW, but they have not gone down on the brand that they use. Same thing is true even for the hotels that you visit, the way you fly. So many people who have had a very high flying corporate career have found it very difficult to downgrade to even Y class while traveling, because they've got used to traveling business class, or sometimes even in a very big company getting upgraded to first class. So if you're used to first class travel, if you're used to a particular brand of whiskey, if you're used to a particular equipment that you buy, you are not going to be able to compromise on that. And there is no need to compromise, but you should know how much you can spend and how much you can't spend, which means writing down and providing it for it on a monthly basis or on an annual basis is better. For example, if you decide that every 4 years you will upgrade your laptop or your iPad or your iPhone, every 2 years, 3 years, whatever, or you will see a new feature and buy it. For example, I use a OnePlus phone. This is being recorded on a OnePlus phone. But if a OnePlus 10 comes with a Hasselblad camera, I'm sure to upgrade, because this is a great camera. I'm sure if they get a tie-up with Hasselblad, the quality of the camera will improve. At that stage, I should not have to worry too much about whether I can afford the upgrade. So post retirement, say if you want to buy those kind of luxury stuff, there are two things you can do. I've done one video saying provide for it on a monthly basis. So if you want to upgrade your car every say 10 years or 7 years or 8 years, and you take the cost of the car and divide it by the number of months, it may come to 20,000 rupees a month. So keep 20,000 in a separate box, like expense, right? Expense out rather than wait, because obviously in every 7 years, if you're going to upgrade, 6 years you will underspend on that. On the 7th year, you will use that money and buy the car. So 20,000 a month is about 2.5 lakhs. So over 6 years, you're talking of 15 lakhs. So 17-18 lakhs kitty would be ready for you to buy that. Or you keep a white goods car, etc., one particular fund, and you say whenever there is a surplus in that fund, I will upgrade whatever I need. Maybe a fridge, maybe an air conditioner, maybe a car or laptop, or private plane for all I care, right? So whatever asset that you want to own, provide for it on a regular basis, and also find out the reasons why you will upgrade. If it has come out with a feature, sit and think whether you are going to use that feature. Don't just blindly upgrade because you have money. Also, at some stage of your life, maybe even at 70 or 65, you realize that your children no longer need your money and your money is all for you. It takes a lot of time to realize that, because children may want the money, you may be wanting to give it away. Sometimes the children don't need the money. Then you have more money for your own indulgence, right? Sometimes you feel, no, I don't need to do this. Let me help my child do business. So whatever, it's your choice. But in case you need to upgrade, stop fooling yourself thinking that you will go to a lower brand. I don't see anybody being able to do that. Don't make a provision thinking that you will downgrade. You may not be able to. If you have always traveled by J class and always sat in a lounge, had a coffee before you fly, and you were the last person to check in, if you were always done all that, suddenly you don't want to be deprived of that if you can afford it, right? So provisioning for that is what I am talking about. I am not talking of whether you need it, whether you don't need it, right? My father easily came down from Maurya Towers and J class to second AC. He did it. He need not have done it, but he chose to do it, right? So a downgrade should be by choice, not by force. That's the thing to consider. Also, at some stage you may decide to splurge on something which may not be economically justified. Let's say you have a net worth of 10 crores and you go to a place where you feel like buying a house for 30 lakhs or 40 lakhs. Seriously, it's not big amount of money as a percentage of your net worth. Even if your net worth was half of that, if you think that that money can be spared, don't get into how many times you will visit and whether you will whether it is cheaper to stay in a hotel. All that is right when you're in your earning years, but when you're in your spending years, don't get too much about what is the ROI you get and all that. Because understand one thing which I've been saying again and again in my videos and in Twitter and on Twitter, that at some stage of your life you may not feel like being able to convert all your assets into pleasurable activities. What is the point in trying to go on a mountain expedition at the age of 75? You won't be able to. So now it's not a question of whether you have the money, the question is whether you have the physical ability to do. So having the money and the physical ability at the same time is the challenge, right? So I mean, you can visit Singapore even at 80 you can sit in a wheelchair and go around, but you can't visit the Himalayas at the age of 80. So choose your priorities, choose your expenses, see what you want to do, sit and discuss with your children in case you think it is appropriate. In case you don't think it is appropriate, so be it. If they are earning well, there may be no reason for you to compromise on your standard of living. But if they need the money, then you choose the priority. Do you need to buy an extra phone? Do you need to upgrade your car? Do you want to give it to them? Make that choice. It's all yours. Thank you.